which was formerly associated with the famous Great Western Manor class. The BR4s were similar in power output, weight and route availability. All were painted in the BR secondary locomotive livery of black, lined out with red, cream and grey. However, in the late 1950s, the Western and Southern regions painted some of their engines in the express passenger line green livery, which suited them well. Here, one of the original Midland allocation, which retained its black livery to the end, is seen on the final stages of the climb to Terlyrthic in central Wales, a feat which was to be repeated in 1991. The locomotives were not too successful, for no apparent reason, but they served their time to the end of steam. As mentioned earlier, both Western and Southern regions modified some of their engines with double chimneys, and in 1991 it was one of the latter which was to be seen climbing to Terlyrthic, this time more successfully than the engine seen in 1965. The engine was 75069, now preserved on the Severn Valley Railway, and it was used on 2 Barmouth to Shrewsbury excursions known as the Cambrian Limited. The train evoked memories of the 50s and 60s as it left the seaside town and crossed the wooden viaduct across the head of the harbour at Barmouth. The train had been brought to the coast by Great Western Manor Class 7819 Hinton Manor. The first test of the engine's steaming ability comes immediately outside Barmouth and Fairbourne, as it climbs along the cliff face at Freog, passing through an avalanche shelter as it does so. The steaming abilities of the engine were in no doubt as it left Machynlleth to climb to Terlyrthic. It cut 7 minutes from the schedule and reached the top at 32 miles an hour. When the Manor tried the same feat later in the year, it was unable to compete. Perhaps the reputation of the fours was unfair.